Hi friends, I am outside at our beautiful school and we are going to take a look at the beautiful spring world and do a little planting, check out what's here, and we have come across Miss Wendy.
Good morning.
Hi Miss Wendy.
Good
I'd like
morning.
your Protect the Earth shirt.
Thank you.
So what are you doing out here?
I'm getting ready to plant some irises.
Oh yes.
And some lilies.
Beautiful.
So they'll come up next year and be really pretty.
What is that you're holding in your hand?
This is an iris. It is a root.
Wow.
And I'll put the root down in the ground and the greenery will come up through here.
Wow. So these are the roots.
Those are the roots.
And we know the roots are under the earth and they bring in the moisture and all of the nutrients for the plants. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to check out some of the growing irises in a moment.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
There's some down here by the side across from the garden that are beautiful right
they're
now.
So gorgeous. Maybe we should walk there too.
The Icelandic poppies are blooming too, so they're gorgeous.
Let's do it. Let's take a look. Shall we walk down? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's take a walk down. We're going to do a little more walking, and you can just look at school and remember how fun it is to be here. We're walking along to our garden, the garden that is outside the gate. So we're going to be walking down our hill. We go down here at school when we're on our way to sometimes to PE or to assemblies. We have some beautiful trees that we're passing. I don't know if you can see this one. Take a look. That's our beautiful redbud tree. We have an example of the tiny little redbuds. They pop out in the spring and they're all over the place. They're so pretty. And at this point, the leaves on this one are more red. You can see them dancing in the breeze. But this tree is a redbud tree. We see them all over the place in this part of Virginia. And we've got one right here at school. Let's keep on going. Are you hearing the sound of the birds as we go by? I wonder. We're walking now down to our pre-K hall. And it's a bit of a walk to go down to the end. We have Miss Julie's room, our reading specialist. And we have the pre-K teachers' rooms. And we miss them, of course. We're going to keep on walking all the way down this outdoor hallway. And we're going to go to visit the Icelandic poppies that Miss Wendy told us about. And the iris. Outside again. Wow, look at these. These are glorious. They have a really beautiful, large purple and white iris. And take a look at these amazing yellow iris. See how tall they are? They're all the way up to my elbow. These are tall. And as we walk down a little further, take a look at this yellow, amazingly beautiful. And here we have the Icelandic poppies. And they are magnificent. Look at that. What's so interesting, I think, about all poppies, you'll notice their heads are bent down. It's like they're looking downward. And then when they bloom, they stand up and their flowers come up. But they have this graceful bend. And then as they start to bloom along, they start to stand up a little more straight. And then before you know it, the beautiful flowers are out. So pretty. Here is our permaculture garden with nothing in it yet. Take a look. All of the earth is ready to receive the plants and the seeds, but right now, in this moment, nothing yet. We'll check it out again. soon when we've got some planting done. We're going to go back. I think we'll go the outside way and take a look at some of these other raised beds on our way back up to the classroom. Do you remember playing out here? We've got some little flowers coming up in our gardens. Here's a familiar sight. Our Fishburn Park steamboat. There he is. Looking for you to come back to school one day soon. And we're gonna keep on walking. And we have a nice rose bush opening up. And we can see a pretty pink rosebud here. Spring, what a marvelous time. And some wildflowers, otherwise known by some as weeds. We appreciate them though. More of our beds. These were our pretty jonquils and daffodils, and they've reached the end of their blooming period. You can see the tops where the flower was. Seed pods. And we do have, if you remember, at our school, a pretty little pond right down here on a part of our pretty 10 acres. Want to take a walk down and take a closer look at it? Let's go. Here's our peaceful little pond with some of our water plants growing up from it. There are some little fish in here. I see some lily pads. A little hard to see with the camera through the water. If you take a look way, take a look in there. You don't see much happening. It's a little bit chilly today. I'm hoping you're hearing those pretty birds singing. Down the hill further, you may remember our playground, our playground that's not the lower playground, we call it. It's at the bottom of the hill. Let's go back up. Maybe you can hear some of our sounds from the street. We're across from a university, right across the street, and they're doing lots of construction. Good thing I have my key. Let's go back up, and I think, slamming of the gate, I think we're going to take a look at our pretty lilac bushes, which were put in a couple years ago. Check on those pretty purple lilacs. Yes, here are our lilac bushes, and they're starting to reach the end of their flowering phase. You can see they're kind of wearing out a little bit, but they still smell so pretty. Ah, the smell of spring. Here's the other one. It was so small when we planted it a couple years ago. It's really gotten big